ass down, man.
Yo, why are you so angry?
Jesus, man, I'm tired of it.
Tired of what, man? I'm tired of you pulling me in here. What are you tired of?
I'm pissed. You know why? Because I've been doing that research on the tube.
You need to stay off the tube. It's gonna have you stressed out like this. You out of control.
You understand what I just found out, dog? I found out that Tupac is still alive.
Oh Lord. You saw him yourself?
I mean, I saw apparently he's been like on Snapchat, Instagram. He got selfies out here in these streets.
Come on, man. Cut it out.
I'm just saying, have you heard about that, Tupac being still alive?
I've always heard that, but I was like, nah.
What do you think, though? You don't think he's still alive? You don't think he might have faked his own death like Elvis Presley, Michael Jackson?
I don't think Elvis faked his own death.
Oh, man,
Elvis really died out here.
How many white people done seen Elvis Presley since? Huh?
How many what?
He's like Bigfoot. They keep seeing him.
Nah, man. Everybody look like Elvis out here. They getting paid for that. Elvis is dead. His diet was horrible.
Yeah, whatever.
His body couldn't maintain. Now, Tupac, I kind of did believe that because, you know, he died and then no funeral, no nothing. They just put him in the drawer, call it a day.
Not even to put him in the drawer. He was cremated, actually.
Yeah, it was rapid fire. I was like, oh, all right. Tupac died. Our next story. And then it was nothing. No funeral, no memorial. It was just nothing.
They didn't do too much. And what's crazy about even with him being cremated was that the dude that cremated him like later retired, like damn near immediately after that, and nobody's heard from him ever since.
That's suspect. So now he's dead. Now the cremator's cremated. That's hella suspect. Possibly.
And even the dude that they said supposedly killed him, like the gangster that I think supposedly a Crip, you know, rival gang with the Bloods, Suge Knight's Bloods. Mm-hmm. Suppose that this dude that killed him, you know, he ends up getting killed not too long afterwards.
Was he cremated as well?
That I don't know. I'm not sure about that.
I think everybody's getting cremated out here. They just throwing people in the oven.
But why would you, let me tell you something. Why do you think Tupac might have faked his death? Like me personally, man, I don't know if it was the fame necessarily getting to him or just like the government being after him. Because I think at one point when he was rapping all that gangster shit, it was all good. But then he started having an amazing message to our people, man.
Yeah.
And then once you start having an amazing message, at least back then, there wasn't no Instagram where they can just assassinate. They tried to assassinate his character, you know, maybe, possibly with the whole his sexual scandal and stuff like that. He had to do some time, but you know, Instagram wasn't popping like that, so it didn't go too crazy. But you know, I think they know me now. They just try to assassinate characters instead of actually assassinating you. So what do you think? You try to fake his death before they got to him?
All right. Well, look at this timeline. Like I feel like Tupac was more political in the beginning. Like his first album, Tupacalypse Now, he was super political on that one. And he still had it for Strictly For My Niggas. Mm-hmm. He had a little bit more fun in that one, but he was still like super charged up on the political tip. And then his third one, Me Against the World, that's like a mixture of the two. It's like fluff and a message. Like it was like a nice little mixture. He was in jail at the time. So, you know, they was probably assassinating his character then. And then All Eyes on Me was just mostly fluff in terms of the content. You know, and that was his biggest album.
Live and Die in L.A.?
Yeah. I mean, it's a good song, but it wasn't no hard message in it.
I mean, it was a pretty good message.
What was the message?
I mean, pretty much like, it was about like bringing black and brown together. Like, I think Tupac was one of those artists, and that's why I think they were afraid of him, especially like in how he was bringing Los Angeles together. Mm-hmm. You talk to a lot of Hispanics, like, they love Pac more than anybody.
Right, yeah.
Like, Pac is up there, like, he's on that, like, I don't know, he might be on that Selena height with them.
Definitely.
Close to it.
He's one of the biggest icons in music, period. And I feel like not just Latinos, Hispanics, and then like Armenian, especially out here, Armenian culture, they love Pac too. Right.
It's like, that's what I think what it was. They don't mind when you being separate, divide and conquer. But I think Tupac music was actually bringing people together, and that was the most dangerous thing.
Oh yeah, that's definitely dangerous.
And so when you bringing people together, now it's like you're making that fist, and now when you're a fist, you're stronger than anything. I think they was like, nah, we can't. The industry probably was like, we can't have this. He's bringing people together. Nah, we can't have him bring the Hispanics and the blacks and the Armenians and the Asians and all them together. Hell no.
So they gonna shut down the whole process, huh?
So I think to a point he might have feared for his life.
Yeah.
And so I think like, you know, he recorded all this music. Because remember, I think he did All Eyes on Me in about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
He did a double album in 2 weeks.
That's crazy.
And it was with some hits on there.
I'm still working on my debut album.
Hey, so he had all them hits on there. That's in 2 weeks. So imagine how much music he probably recorded. He probably was like, look, I got to get up out of here, but I'm going to leave as much as I can for the people to release over time. But I think he faked his death, man, because, you know, he just didn't, he couldn't deal with it. They were either going to kill him first, so he'd rather get out of there before anything happens. And I think him being able to kind of see from afar what's going on with his message that he left, he's fine with it.
So does he come back out? Does he step back into, hey, I'm alive, y'all?
Man, I think Tupac got the cul-de-sac dreads and a huge beard right now. And he probably already stepped foot back in America and people just don't know it. You know how many, there's been actual people thinking they seen Tupac, like people, there's so many Tupac lookalikes. Tupac
got a distinct look though. He can't really hide too much. Man. Even the people that look like Pac, they getting stared at hard. Like, yo, I think it's, you know, he can't just roll up to Starbucks and be like, man, excuse me, sir, do you have my order? People going like, yo, this dude look like Pac. I mean, he a little chubby and he got the little dreads going with the receding hairline, but look at the eyebrows.
But they got a selfie out there of a dude that looks, if not, is Pac, or looks exactly like. This dude, it's like the lips, the nose, everything. The eyebrows, the facial hair, everything's like damn near perfect.
Yeah. I think he could be alive. I don't know. It was just, his death was just wrapped up too quick.
Oh,
like when Biggie died, it was a funeral. Everybody in Brooklyn, they out on the streets.
They tore him
crying.
They tore him through the whole streets in New York. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was like, all right, I felt like he died. But with Pac, it was like Pac died. He was cremated. It's crazy out here. Our next story.
I mean, you know what? The whole incident is actually suspect as hell. Super suspect. Like, before they get into the car, Tupac tells his security, his bodyguards, who he always got with him.
Yeah.
At all times. He always got bodyguards with him because of the stuff that's happened to him in the past. He tells them, yo, bounce. Then he always got a bulletproof vest on. 50 still stayed with his bulletproof vest on. He got a tailor-made suit. He still got that vest up under there. He rolling a bulletproof car, but all of a sudden Tupac this time was like, you know what, man? I'm feeling good. It's Vegas. The loudest goddamn place in the world.
Right.
I ain't gonna wear no body armor today either. Security gone after we stomp somebody out.
Right.
So we done stomp somebody out who's a rival gang member, and I'm gonna tell some bodyguards and not have my armor on me. It doesn't even make sense.
And I'm surprised Suge was driving, man.
Yeah, and then
I'm sure he had drivers. Who gonna actually organically drive out here?
Didn't make sense.
He look mad suspect now.
Then Tupac's like on the roof of some roof of the car, hooting, hollering, being extra loud, right? All of a sudden, the car gets shot up, 14 something times like that.
Right.
Suge Knight don't even get hit.
And he big too.
He this big ass motherfucker doing the Matrix in the car like this. That's
a big dude to miss.
To miss.
Especially sitting next to Skinny Pac.
Nothing got to him.
If I was the shooter, I probably would have hit Suge every bullet. We missed Pac, but Suge was in the back taking the hits.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It looked like one of those movie death fakes.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, hey, man, y'all go home early tonight. I'm gonna leave myself wide open to this murder, you know? That's a fake murder, and then I'm gonna just hide. Where he hiding though?
And you don't see, I never seen like, this is his biggest artist. Suge didn't really grieve like that. He wasn't really tripping like that.
Well, he too hard to grieve, man. You gotta be hard at all times.
Nah, man.
You gotta be hard at all times.
That was his cash cow, bro.
Still, you can't show no emotion when you in that life. Suge was in that life. He just gotta say it, man. I miss Pac. That's all I'm gonna say about that. And then you just stand there hard the whole time. So I get why he didn't really grieve. You know, he couldn't cry like Lil' Kim cried over Biggie. You know what I'm saying? He ain't had that option.
He didn't have to cry. He just been like, yo, Pop. That's it.
This is
eyes closed.
Eyes closed.
This is a 1 second moment of silence. Pop.
And the inhale with the nostrils.
Nobody would have faulted him for that. Every gangster cried when Tupac died. A lot of gangsters cried.
They was crying, pouring out liquor, you know what I'm saying? They was using their rags as, you know, wiping up the tears.
Yeah.
It was real in them streets.
But I think that's why I think Tupac faked his death too. Because I think all the albums that he put out, he prepared for that. He said, I'm about to do this. I'm about to get the hell out of Dodge. I'm about to move to Cuba or the islands, wherever. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You know, Asada Shakur, she's out in Cuba. You know, that's family. So, you know, he's like, I'm going to put all this music together. So when I do go, quote unquote, my message is still being put out there and they can't kill me for it.
Yeah.
I'm already, quote unquote, dead.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he's cool. You can't kill him, but he's putting a positive message out there still. Now I think putting a positive message in music is not a big deal as much. It's not that big of a deal as much anymore. Because when they want you gone, they just gonna assassinate your character. They're gonna put out a fake rape case. That's why I love Kendrick Lamar's Mortal Man talking to Tupac.
Yeah.
He talks like, hey, when shit hits the fan, are you still a fan?
Right.
You know, when shit gets real. And that's what I think, you know, some people abandoned Tupac after this case.
I think certain people are just bulletproof on the character assassination though. Like even with the sexual allegations and stuff, and Pac shooting the cop in the butt cheek, his rep was just indestructible because you just felt like he was real at all times.
Yeah.
And I feel like, you know, the only way you can be assassinated character-wise when you got some type of message is if you're going against the message you put out there. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's smart enough to know now, ain't nobody perfect out here. So if you get caught out here cheating or you did something reckless, you be like, yeah, but still the message though.
What?
They still trying to assassinate Martin Luther King's legacy he was cheating on his wife. I don't care if he was cheating on his wife or not. I don't care.
Yeah.
The message is still intact in my eyes. Like,
Yeah.
you know, that's a personal relationship.
And what do you guys think, man? Do y'all think Pac faked his death? Leave a comment in the comment section below, all right? Share this video, please. Share it to all your friends and family. And hit the subscribe button on the Tony Maker Comedy page. It's the greatest page ever.
All right, man, just relax.
All right.
Your imaginary people, man.
Pac's up in Cuba with his family.
Why are you so...
And he's living a polygamous relationship, 4 different women, 20 kids.
All right, man, I'm out.
And they probably hearing, one of his kids might be Kendrick Lamar. We don't even know.